Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do a disassembly of the Arcform Slimfoot. This is a knife I've had for a while. I've already done the review. I've done a first impressions. It was before I was doing disassemblies, I believe. And I got it back from Kyle the other day, and I don't know. I really like the action on this. I know adding the skips made it really smooth, but I feel like it could be a little bit more drop shutty. Maybe it needs a cleaning. I might try to get some Gillians in there if I can, you know me. But if I recall correctly, the bearings in here were the 1/4 inch by 1/16 skiffs, but it was before they changed the diameter, so now they're a little bit smaller overall. They went down to 0.420, I think, in the overall diameter, from 0.432. Sorry, I know that doesn't mean anything to some people, but anyway, quick overview of the knife. Really cool knife made by Riot. This is an M390 steel. The designer is Arcform. I believe his name is something Blavitt or Blavo or something like that. Can't remember, sorry. But you can easily Google Arcform knives or something, and it'll come up. I bought this directly from them off their website when they did a new drop. There has been a run of these done previously that was made by Wee. I believe it was made by Wee Knives, and that one you could tell the difference because the ones with the inlays, they have some cool ones with like carbon fiber or copper, and they have like an inlay vertically down the center, and then like it'll cover this whole half of the scale. It's pretty cool. Anyway, they have screws on the outside, where the new Riot made ones, those screws are all internal, so you don't see them. Which that's the easiest way to tell the difference. And I believe one of the main differences is that the action is going to be a little better on a Riot one because they nail it on detent every time. You're going to get that flip all the way out. I believe the Wii ones maybe were a little bit lazy. And you can fail this, but if you really go for this flipper here, which I love this flipper tab, if you just roll it down, it flies out every time. This is one of my favorite knives that doesn't drop shut. I'm usually a stickler for that. And partially that's why I'm doing this video, because I want it to be more drop shut. But regardless, it's still really good. You can see there. So let's get into it. Get my bougie drivers out for you. Got my Brian Brown Vulcan driver. I just noticed the other day, you can see the bearings in there. How cool is that? I never noticed that before. Okay, so yeah, you can see the actual bearings in here. I just think that's so cool. That's my Brian Brown driver, and then this is my Scout Leather Co. driver. And on this one, you can't, which is interesting. It's like this one it shows, this one it doesn't. Maybe that's why this one's so good. I don't know. But this one will spin for days. This one will just kind of spin around once and stop. But anyway, we don't need to worry about that. I want to make sure I have a T8. That should be all I need, guys. Again, Riot made knife. They make it nice and easy for you usually. Should be able to just pop this guy out here. And we can use the mat, obviously, to put things in the right place. T8. Body screw. Now I figure since I have all these compartments, right, I can just do pivot, body, body, and that way they'll be in order of the way they are on the knife as well. I can feel it coming apart already. So yeah, I just want to see what's up with the bearings in here, see what's going on. You see it just fell apart on me. And yeah, these are the bigger bearings. That's what I wanted to point out. So here is your knife, which is really cool. taken apart like that. I was thinking I should start taking screenshots of this and using it as like the thumbnail for the knife. I don't know if that would be cool or not. I don't know how to set it up best to show it. But that would be cool. Maybe like this. Sorry, let me just work through this, guys. Bearings, scale. Do it like that. Scale, right? You can see the bearings there. And then you have your screws right there. Did I just take that one? No. Here. Put those all there. I don't know. That looks kind of cool. I'm just going to take a screenshot and see if that actually works. Oh, it has the recording thing on it. Oh, wait. Can I do this? Does that take a picture when I hit the little... I don't know. Okay, guys. Sorry. I was just testing that out. We'll see how that goes. But I thought that would be cool because I tend to use the same thumbnail picture for like all 3 videos when I do a series or when I do a knife, because I do the unboxing, first impression, then the review, and I always do the same kind of picture on it. So it'd be cool to do it for the disassembly to look different, you know. I'm going to show you what I was talking about in a second with the bearings. So here we go. It is very clean in there. So, yeah, this is the 1/4 inch by 1/16 bearings I have from Skiff. That's what these are. And these are their older ones. So you see how it says right there, overall diameter 0.432. They now do it at 0.420 because they were finding that their bearings were not fitting into a lot of blades. Like a lot of knives have a cutout like this. And these bearings were just too big for a lot of them. That was why I actually ordered Gillian's in the first place, because I needed something to fit my Liang Ma Field Duty EDC. But anyway, this is the size. And I want to see if these fit. But my problem is if these fit, then these might be a little small because they're 0.419. And these fit in there with a little bit of room, so I don't know how that would work. I guess they don't necessarily need to take up the whole area there, but anyway, I'm gonna see how that goes. I also have the bearings in here from, this is from my Holt Haptic. They come with steel bearings, which I still find very strange. Come on. There we go. And yeah, the original bearings for the, where is it? For the Arcform, I put into my Kaiser Sheepdog, actually. Funny thing is, I also have these big-ass ones. These are 1/4 inch, but they're 2 millimeter. They're a little bit thicker. I don't think they would fit. Actually, they kind of do fit in there. Let's see. Maybe I'll try these first. I don't know. Might just try everything, guys. So these fit in. Let me zoom in, sorry. These fit in. There's a ton of room in there. That was kind of my concern with it. Whereas, you know, these guys fit in and there's only a little bit of room. But then you got to worry about the thickness, you know. Like these bigger ones are a little thicker. But I kind of think these fit the best, right? So let's try these first. All right, I want to make sure I put these Holt Haptic bearings back in the right place. And then I'll set everything aside and we can get to it. Sorry, guys. I know you probably don't care as much as I do about bearings, but we are here nonetheless. Are we not? So, KPL, KP Schnizzle Frizz. Oh, wow. Loctite. Did I Loctite this? I didn't think I did. Clearly, I did. Just get this out of here. Compressed air. While I'm doing that, I'm going to actually spray the blade with EDCI. All right. So yeah, this has some real good Loctite in it. Sorry guys, I'm out of it today. Let's see. I'm gonna get one of these KPL sticks out. These are really cool, by the way. I'm really enjoying having these. You can get them on the KPL website. They were like $4 or something. If you want to use my code Lefty10 at checkout, you'll get 10% off. But I mean, don't feel obligated to do that. But I do know some people who've gotten these, and they do like them just like I do. They get into interesting places, but they're not the sturdiest, so I don't know how it's going to really chip away at that Loctite right there. Maybe. There we go. I can pick it off. All right, cool. So we got that off. This blade should be good to go now. I'm just going to dry it down. Cool. There we go. All right, so let us begin. I don't know. I may have tried these the first time around because I had them then. I don't know why I wouldn't have tried them. They might just be a little too big or thick, I guess I should say. Let's do this. Detemp ball track is on that side. Hold on, let me grab this guy. That's a good place to use this, by the way. Getting around in a bearing path like that. It's always hard to get the edges of those. Let me slide all this stuff over. Got like $50 worth of bearings just sitting on my... Man, I am a crazy son of a bitch. Get a little heavy out. Detemp ball path. I'm probably going to end up doing this a couple times because it won't work probably. Does look like this knife does not, which is weird for a Reassembly made knife, not to have a detemp ball ramp. See down there? There's no ramp. Usually they do, but maybe because of the way it drops, doesn't need it or anything. Might as well clean this out too, right? There are these, you see these steel washers in here so that you don't rub your bearings against the titanium. Fucking Siri just turned on. No, don't be on anything. Fucking hate Siri, guys. Yeah, why don't I just turn her off? Good fucking question. Ask myself, idiot. All right. Did I put the other? Yes, I did. Okay. What's going on here? Is it because of the lock bar getting in the way? There we go. Okay. Pivot. I'm guessing the issue with these bearings is going to be that they're too wide, or too thick, I guess is what I'm trying to say. See how big they are? It's making this huge gap in here. Let me see if I push it out of the way. Yeah, it's as tight as it gets. So I'll just put one of these body screws in just so we can kind of gauge it, but I'm already kind of figuring it's not going to work. Why are you not going in? Oh, because you're not on the backspacer. Great. All right. Oh, man, yeah. I mean, it's centered somehow. Well, it makes sense, but you can see the gap, guys. Look at that. It's not even either. It's kind of weird. I can't tighten any further. Yeah, I think these are just too wide, basically. So, all right, these are coming out. I figured, sort of, even though I then tried it anyway because I'm an idiot. And you know I'm going to try the Gillians just to try them. Might as well, right? Yeah, I have not found a knife that these bearings will fit into. That was another reason I was just kind of hoping it would work. They just don't seem to work with anything. So now again, you're going to notice these Gillians are going to be way too small for the counterbore in there, but I don't know how much that actually matters if you think about it. So we'll see. There we go. We got a little more. You'll see in a second that it is much tighter. Yeah, there's less space in there, and they're actually like even and stuff. Centering is good. Dead nuts, in fact. So let's see. Flips out. No blade play. Feels pretty much the same as it did with the skiffs. And I wasn't able to use those skiffs in many knives because of the size. So if it's going to feel the same, I'm going to just put those back in. I got a little bit of play. I just want to see if I can get it to... Yeah, it's almost like this knife just doesn't drop shut. There's just no way to get it to do that. Which, again, I said was okay. It's kind of weird. Like, no matter how much I loosen this pivot, like, it's stupid loose now, right? Too loose, it doesn't even work. Yeah, it's not dropping shut. So, the question is... with no play, is the action any better with Gillians? And I think the skiffs fit better, so there's that. I mean, this is good for sure, but I don't think it's better. So let's go back and see. I know, guys, some of you probably do not want to see this knife disassembled 4 times, but you can always watch another video. Jackass. Now that we've smeared the KPL all around. Man, I love Reassembly, guys. You see this knife? How quickly did I just swap bearings in this knife? I mean, that was literally seconds. Like, that didn't even take me a minute. Get this out of here. No play. Oh, just cut myself. Fuck. Right there. It'll bleed, don't worry. Yeah, I don't think the action was better. I think it was maybe just as good. I'm just waiting for the blood to start. Because I dropped it like this, right? And then the flipper went past my thumb. I was too low on the lock bar. Flipper went past, and the knife just came down right there. Boom. So that's why you have a flipper tab on a lot of knives. They design them as flippers. There comes the blood. So that flipper will hit your nail. You can get out of the way and then drop it shut. But if you miss the flipper tab, it guillotines down on you. Centering, dead nuts. Let's see, left-handed. Yeah, I mean, it's smooth, guys. It's just, it's hard to explain how good it is. Like, just because it doesn't drop shut does not mean this knife does not have good action. First off, the flip is really good, and then it's just like butter going down. I love it. I really do. I don't know if I want it to drop shut. And if you do the thing where you miss the nail, I mean, it comes down. So there's no play. I'm going to go ahead and put away these bearings. Well, I'll do that after, guys. You don't need to see it. But I'm going to put a little Loctite in here. And then I'll let her sit. And when I say Loctite, I mean Permatex. Because this shit is awesome. I'm loving it. Because you can make adjustments after. It's more like a rubbery gel than it is a hard cured stuff like Loctite is. It cures into like a rock hard material, Loctite. This stuff cures into a rubbery material, so it's strong enough to keep the pivot from walking, but flexible enough to give you room to adjust. Because how many times have you Loctited a knife where you thought it was perfect, and then when you get to it the next day, you're like, fuck, I could have maybe loosened that just a little bit. I basically just tightened down the pivot there. I don't know if there's any reason to loosen it. I don't feel any play there. See if it does anything. I mean, again, it's just freaking butter, guys. That was nice right there. And if you give it a little bit of a shake on the way down, I mean, it really comes down. I can't say it enough. I don't feel any play, but I know I have room in this pivot, so I'm going to tighten it a little bit. I like it to feel like a rock. Boom. Okay. So that's the Arcform Slimfoot disassembly and bullshittery right there, guys. I really appreciate when you guys watch to the end of these stupid-ass videos. Yeah, I love you so much. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.